It's great. It's great.
Don't you dear me, Martin, good lad. I'm not your dear.
Oh, come on, Paula. You know the only reason you're against the carols by candlelight is because it's my idea.
No, I'm against the carols by candlelight because the Kelbridge singers are doing a Christingle. And the community choir are touring the old folks' home in the primary school with their carol concert. I just think the Northern District Friends should do something a bit, well, different this year.
Then what do you suggest? It's all very well saying that you want the Mad Friends to do something different for the Christmas community project, but unless you're prepared to come up with a better idea...
So the turkey and tinsel coach trip for the kiddies at Pantomime at Chesterfield wasn't good enough?
You just don't listen, do you, Paula? The school have already arranged to take the children to the pantomime.
But at least that was a family event. The whole point of the Christmas community project is supposed to be, well, for the community. Not that you know anything about community, Martin, good lad, being a relative newcomer to the village.
I've lived here 12 years.
Exactly.
Oh, stop bickering, the pair of you. We're supposed to be the Morford and District Friends. Every year the committee has done something for the village. This can't be the first year it doesn't happen. It's the 50th anniversary.
You're right, Ange, we really need to pull out the stops on this one. Ever since Kelbridge was on that reality TV show about village life, they think they're so much better than us.
I agree with you, Di. Our village honour on the line here.
It's no joke, Duncan. This summer, all their B&Bs have been full for the whole of July and August, while ours still have vacancies. They've got the post office getting those new tea rooms. Oh, and there's that arty-farty gift shop.
Yes.
So, yeah, I mean... What's the most exciting thing that's happened in Morford this year? They towed the phone box away.
And they shut the public toilets.
Bloody reality TV.
Sorry, I know that Simon and I have only just arrived in Morford, so obviously we don't want to step on anyone's toes. But could you perhaps tell us, well, what's been done in the past?
Yes, yes.
Sorry, Kate, isn't it?
Yes.
Well, of course, incomers are always welcome to the group. We're more than happy to have input.
The Morford and District Friends have held an annual community Christmas project every year since the 60s. There have been all sorts of projects. Trips out for the children and concerts for the old folks.
Trust the community choir to have bagsied the old folks first this year. Do you know, I think they started rehearsing back in August.
Now, the first year we were in the village, they put on a nativity.
That was the year the vicar got drunk and fell asleep during the performance.
Right, so then there was the annual show.
Wasn't that the year that old Archie Higginbottom decided to demonstrate to the children how to wring the neck of a turkey?
Yes, it took months to get rid of all the feathers. We were still hoovering up a Whitsuntide.
There must be something we can do. A community-based event.
Oh, something to raise your profile in the local press, you mean? Local solicitor organises charity events, sort of thing?
Well, of course, having a high profile in the local community is bound to have a positive effect on business. But we're here for the village, Paula, not ourselves. Any positive effects are just a bonus.
Really? So you don't want your face on the front of the local rag then?
Well, Martin's right. We might all get something from this for ourselves, but it's all about giving something back to the community.
Doing your bit.
It's amazing, isn't it, when Cambridge were rebuilding their village hall and BBC was there to film it, how many Watford folk trotted over the hill to do their bit? Funny, isn't it? How much more community-spirited folk are when there's a TV camera around.
Where are they now?
Kate and I were members of our community association where we lived in Oxfordshire. So if there's anything we could do, I know you're a very well-established committee as it is.
Of course, Morford prides itself on how welcoming our village is. New Morford and District Friends committee members are always welcome.
Members without a portfolio, of course.
Sorry?
Well, and Di here is events and publicity, Angie's secretary, and Duncan's the village hall warden. And I'm chair. Martin's my vice. And Roger, my husband, he's the treasurer. He's not here this evening. He's at the cricket club AGM. So new members are always very welcome, but the good titles have all been taken.
Okay, we only really want to meet new people and do our bit for the village. We haven't really met many people since we moved here in August, when Simon started his new job.
Oh, well, it's only October. Early days yet. Lovely to meet you both, by the way. I live in the White House up by the pub. Aren't you in Meg's old house? I hear you're doing it up.
Yes, it needs quite a bit of renovation.
Well, after all, old Meg Sutton did live there for nearly 60 years and she didn't even have hot running water.
Well, we're taking the kitchen out.
Can we please get back to the point? Some of us have work to get back to. The Mad Friends Christmas Community Project? Anyone?
Right then, everyone. Let's have your ideas. If we have a few possibles, we can have a vote at the end of this meeting.
What about indoor bowls at the village hall?
No, not keen.
Oh, a Christmas fair. You know, tombola, Santa Claus.
Farm dance.
Hardly Christmassy.
Oh, for God's sakes, woman, stop being so bloody negative. Every time anyone comes up with anything.
I'm not being negative, Martin, but it's the 50th anniversary of the Christmas Community Project. This year's got to be a good one.
And the fact that this year is Paula Ramshaw's first as chair of the Mad Friends and wants to impress the world and his wife has nothing to do with it.
Don't be ridiculous, Martin. I just want this year's event to be special. Something to bring the community together. Roger and I both feel, as Ramshaws, it's our duty.
The Ramshaws of Ramshaw Hall.
Sorry?
Roger's family used to be big in limestone. They were quite the lords of the manor around here at one time, but since they sold off the quarries and his old dad managed to gamble away the family fortune, well, let's just say that the Ramshaws aren't the Mr. Biggs of Morford quite as much as they used to be, although Lady Paula here would like to be.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Look at my jag, Ramshaw. Good lad, even. Sounds like a little jealousy to me.
Me? Jealous of that red-faced, golf-playing boor, Roger? Spare me.
Oh, for pity's sake. Can you two just stop arguing for long enough for us to make a decision?
Couldn't we do something for people who are on their own at Christmas?
When we were in Oxfordshire, Simon and I volunteered at a shelter for the homeless at Christmas. Always did a Christmas lunch for them.
We don't have many homeless people here in Morford. Waitrose deliver here, you know.
She might have a point. I mean, there aren't any homeless people in the village. But I'll bet there will be people who are spending Christmas Day on their own. Lonely people. People whose families are a long way away. People with no loved ones, like,
Oh, like Duncan here.
Now, come to think of it, my neighbour Harry lives on his own. I bet he'd really appreciate the chance to spend Christmas with others.
I have loved ones, you know.
so what do we say? That we put on a Christmas lunch for those who have no one?
I think it's a super idea. I mean, we have to think of those who are less fortunate than us, don't we? After all, that's what Christmas is all about.
I do have loved ones, you know.
Wouldn't it mean us all giving up our own Christmas?
Well, since Belinda buggered off with her yoga teacher, I've tended to spend Christmas Day on my own with my old friends Jack Daniels and Jim B.
Well, I've been invited by stacks of friends to spend Christmas at theirs, but I'm sure they'll all cope without me. To be honest, I was getting quite stressed about who to choose, so having an excuse to get out and visiting will be quite handy. Christmas is such a busy time anyway. It'll make a nice change. I do love Christmas though, don't you? All the parties and dressing up and visiting.
Well, my old mum's too frail to leave the nursing home, so I'll go there, of course. But I have to admit, after they've had their lunch, they do all tend to fall asleep in the afternoon. And the ones who've still got their teeth eat all the toffees like the Quality Street. And then they watch the Queen, so I could go there in the evening.
Simon and I would be able to come. Our relatives are down in Oxfordshire and we're not going there until Boxing Day.
You've got no one, have you?
Well, actually,
So how about it then, Paula? Can you bear to be apart from Roger for 2 hours on Christmas Day, peeling sprouts for the sad and lonely of Morford? Or you could bring him too.
Well, I've already got my turkey crown ordered from Patterson's. I suppose we could eat that in the evening. And the girls are both away this year. Polly's still in Indonesia, and Lily's going to be going to Max's parents for dinner this year. So, let's do it.
Great, okay, let's think. What do we need?
We could contact the local shops and see if they donate the food.
Oh, great, could you do that, Kate?
I'd love to.
And we could decorate this place and put a tree up and make it all festive. I know lots of people who live on their own don't usually bother with decorations. They just don't think it's worth it.
Oh, that is so sad.
Yes.
I always have a tree.
I can talk to Mick and Linda at the Royal, see whether they can donate some booze.
And we could cook it all here in the kitchen.
Right, so Kate's going to see who'll donate food. Martin, can you talk to Mick at the Royal? Now, who wants to be in charge of the menu?
Well, I don't like to blow my own trumpet, but I do a spectacular brandy sauce. And everybody raves about my pigs in blankets.
Okay, so Paula is head chef. Duncan and Simon, could you two get together to organise some decorations for the hall?
Oh, I can get some holly offcuts. I'm sure we can get a tree donated from the estate.
The estate?
Duncan's a gardener at Hawksley Hall.
Great. We could ask around for donations of spare decorations for the tree.
Yes, we could ask the primary school if the children could make table decorations. Yes.
Oh, I'll do that. And I could write an article for the village newsletter to ask for help and donations.
And I'll get to work on a list. In a village this size, I'm sure there are quite a few lonely souls in need of a bit of Christmas cheer.
The Great Morford and District Christmas Community Event for the Lonely and Unfortunate. I love
Paula, as a marketing executive, can I just suggest that maybe we don't give it that title? I mean, I know the dinner's supposed to be a service for lonely people, but we might alienate deserving people if we label them as lonely and unfortunate.
Makes them sound like the great unwashed.
Right, Paula. You do make them sound like a bunch of saddos.
it. Takes one to know one. What were you saying earlier about your friends Jim Beam and Jack Daniels?
There's a big difference between being alone and choosing to be alone, Paula. One can be lonely when there's no one else, when there's someone else around. Can't one?
Yes, well, I shall get on with planning the menu then.
Then I'll get started on the list. If we all report back for the next committee meeting on the 21st of November, that would be great. I really think that this is such a worthwhile project. There are so many lonely people out there. This year, the Mad Friends are really going to make a difference.
Right, well, we'll be off then.
Hi. Nice to meet you.
Bye-bye, you two. Thanks for coming. Lovely couple. Who brought them to the village?
I think he's a social worker or something. Come up from Oxford or somewhere.
Oh,
Fresh start in the country and all that.
fresh start. New life. Sounds very tempting.
Fancy a drink at the Royal, anyone?
Not for me, thanks, Duncan. Early night, I think.
Oh, why not? Ange?
Oh, go on, just a quick one. Martin?
Oh, better not. Early start in the morning.
See you then.
Yeah, lock up for us, would you? We'll be in the Royal if you change your mind.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, Martin, it's been so long since we've been on our own like this.
Oh, I've missed you. You are so sexy when you're being angry with me. Tonight, all I've wanted to do is get you up on this table and to make a mad, passionate, unbridled love.
Committee?
Why not? It'll be the first bit of excitement Morford's seen in years.
No, but seriously, Martin,
What?
do you think anyone suspects? About you and me, I mean.
You do a bloody good job of pretending to hate my guts. Sorry, Tabs. Look, you have to get back so soon? You couldn't go back to mine for a bit.
Well, Roger won't be back till gone midnight. They always have a session after the cricket club AGM. So, would you rather go to the pub with the others?
Sod the others. I just want to get my hands all over your gorgeous body. Get your coat on. You pull.
From my window I'm staring at the closed. Look over there, there's a lady that I used to know. She's married now or engaged or something, so I'm told. Is she really going out with him? Is she really going to take him home tonight? Is she really going out with him? If my eyes don't deceive me, there's something going on around here.
Hi love, how's it going?
Oh, okay.
It was hell in Chesterfield this afternoon. The traffic was mad. Anyone would think it was Christmas tomorrow instead of next month, the way they were at it. It took me an hour to get to the nursing home. Not that Mum knew I was there, of course.
How did she die?
Oh, you know, same as ever. I don't think she knows I'm there, but I'd know if I didn't go.
Yes.
No Roger tonight?
No, he's in Birmingham on a sales conference or something. I don't know, he doesn't talk to me very much these days.
Oh, that becomes no better. I thought you seemed to have perked up the last couple of times I've seen you. I thought things were maybe improving.
No. We're like a pair of strangers, living parallel lives in the same house. He has this sort of force field around him, has done for years, but it's got worse since the girls moved out. Do you know, I don't know who he is anymore. I don't know who I am anymore.
Oh, tell me about it. Between work and visiting Mum, I don't seem to have any time to be me. Now, whatever happened to those two young girls who used to drink cider behind the cricket pavilion?
Do you remember Craig Murray nicking opal fruits from the village shores?
And us wagging off school to go to Sheffield to see if we could spot the Human League, because we'd heard they lived there.
Oh, that was a lifetime ago, Di.
Oh, it is that.
It's all right for her. She always copes so well with everything life throws at her. She's so grown up, capable. Me, I'm a mess. Look at me. My husband of 26 years doesn't even like me anymore. My girls have both flown the nest and I'm just turning into a bitter old hag. Di's had a lot to cope with over the last few years, with her husband leaving her and her mum being so ill, but sometimes I envy her. She has that lovely big house all to herself and just no one to please but herself.
It's all right for her. She moans about Roger, but at least she has someone. Ever since Ken left, I feel like I've had to cope with everything on my own. Visiting Mum, talking to the doctors. Stupid things like when the pipe under the sink was leaking. I envy her. Family is so important. She needs to pull herself together. She just needs to focus on her relationship with Roger. Marriage, even when it's not all a bed of roses, is so much better than being stuck on your own.
If I had her life, I'd have a scrubbed pine kitchen table instead of that dark mahogany one that Roger expects me to keep polished every week. And I'd buy stuff from that shabby chic shop, the one that he thinks is full of overpriced tat. And then there'd be Martin.
To have an excuse to make a big Sunday roast. To have someone to come home to. Even if it's just to have a moan at.
And I put my pyjamas on as soon as I get in at night. Eat ice cream straight out of the tub and watch whatever I like on the telly instead of golf or documentaries about ancient civilizations.
To have someone to snuggle up with on the sofa. Someone to have a laugh with. I miss being part of a couple.
Just to have some peace and quiet.
Just to have someone say, "How was your day, love?"
Di? What would you say if I told you...
So, we'll sort it. Yeah, okay, you get the contract and I'll do the presentation.
Doesn't matter.
Okay. Oh, you're a star. Okay, so we're on for the 5th then? Right, see you then. Bye. Sorry about that. Work.
Hi Ange, how's it going?
Oh, busy. You know how it is. I've got a couple of big deadlines at work at the moment, so it's all go.
Glad you managed to make some time for us though.
Oh, it's nice to get involved with the village. You know, it gets me out of work mode for an hour or two anyway. Oh, excuse me. Hello? Mike! Have we got it? Did you get my email? Yeah? Oh, hang on a minute, excuse me.
Oh, hi you two. Nice to see you back again. How's it going?
Not bad, thanks.
Fine.
Hi everyone.
So, are we nearly all here? So shall we make a start then?
What about Duncan? What about Martin's not here? is he?
No, he sent his apologies. He phoned earlier. He said he might be along later, but to start without him, I think he's got a late appointment at work or something.
I just thought he'd be a bit too busy for our little committee. Now he's all loved up.
Sorry? What?
Is there some hot juicy gossip?
Shall we just get started? I'm sure Martin's quite right. Isn't that exciting?
He says he's in love. He was in the pub the other night. Says this time he thinks he's found the one.
Oh,
Funny really, blokes don't usually talk about stuff like that, but he was full of it.
Yes, well, I'm sure it's none of our business. I'm sure his private life is...
oh, so that must be who we saw him with on Sunday. Simon and I went to the cinema in town, and they were there together.
Sorry, who?
Martin and his girlfriend.
She did look very young, but they had that look. You know, when you meet someone for the first time, and you just have to look at each other all the time, and it's lovely and romantic. They were holding hands.
Oh, I remember holding hands.
Let's just get started, shall we? The Lonely and Morford won't get their Christmas lunch at this rate.
Okay, right, let's see. Me first. Now, I've started to generate a spreadsheet of people who we can invite. People who live on their own, mostly. There we go. Pass those round. If anyone can think of anyone else.
So have you got Mrs. Harris, who plays the organ in the church, and Barry from the village stores? Oh, yes, I see their hair. Now, I'm afraid I haven't managed to get any more volunteers, but I have got us a box of decorations. Linda at the Royal is going for purple and silver this year, so she said we can have their old ones. And I've spoken to the community transport team, and they've said we can borrow the minibus on the day to pick people up on Christmas Day.
Oh, I could do that.
I've got a promise of a turkey from the butcher's and some spuds and stuff from the veg shop.
And a box of chocolates and some crackers from the village stores.
Oh, fabulous. Well done, everyone.
Oh, that's brilliant. Now, have we heard anything from the Royal about a donation of booze?
I think Martin's still working on them, but I'm sure Mick'll agree to something. I can definitely get the greenery, but I'm not so sure about the tree. They used to give trees to all the workers on the estate, but we have to pay for them now.
Cheapskates. Well, I've got an old artificial one if the Hawksey Hall lot won't stump up.
Paula, how are your plans coming along?
Sorry.
The food? Christmas Day?
Oh, yeah, sorry. Yes, right. I've made some cranberry sauce and Christmas cake. Let's just see what comes in and plan around the rest of that. Have we got a turkey?
Oh, love, you've been miles away. Didn't you hear Kate say
Oh.
that the butcher's has promised us one?
Sorry, yes, sorry, miles away. Sorry.
Planning your own Christmas, I expect. It's mad this time of year, isn't it? Do you know, I have so many parties and dinners to go to. It'll be such a relief when it's all over.
Yes, well, something like that. Actually, I just need to go to the kitchen to see what I need to bring from home for the cooking.
Is she okay?
Sorry?
She looks a bit harassed.
Yeah, she's just got a lot on her mind at the moment. The girls are both away for Christmas for the first time this year.
So, what else do we need to organise? Is anyone free to come and help decorate the hall on Christmas Eve? I know we all have commitments, but perhaps an hour or two? Early evening?
I should be able to pop in for a while.
And I'm quite sure we can come.
Fab.
Sorry I'm late. Meeting at work.
Oh, so that's what they call it these days, is it?
Sorry, what?
It's okay. Duncan has told us about your new romance. So, tell us about it. Who is she and exactly how much younger than you is she?
She's called Alice. And she's 38, so she's not that young. She's perfect. But it's early days yet, so who knows what'll happen.
Martin.
Paula,
Stuffing tray.
Sorry, what?
Stuffing tray. Need to bring a stuffing tray from home for the stuffing and a colander for the veg, and a roasting tin. Apart from that, this place is pretty well kitted out. Pans, chopping boards, spatulas. Great!
Well, let us know if you need anything, Paula. Martin, how did you get on with Nick at the Royal?
Oh, yeah, he's offered us some mulled wine, couple of bottles of sherry.
Brilliant. Feels like this thing is really coming together. I'm actually feeling quite Christmassy.
It's a good feeling, isn't it, helping, doing something selfless for others?
I know. I do feel sorry for those who are on their own at Christmas time. It's such a social time, isn't it? Parties, dinners, it's all go. And some poor souls are just all on their own. How do you cope with being on your own, Duncan?
Well, actually, I'm
It's
not.
our duty to make sure that those less fortunate than us have a good time at Christmas. I mean, take Barry from the village stores. Ever since his old dad died, he's just lived all on his own. That shop is his life. I can't bear the thought of him being on his own on Christmas Day of all days.
You're right, Di. Although, I have to say I may not actually be able to make it on the actual day now. Alice has asked me to be with her family in Nottingham on Christmas Day. I'll be around on the day before to help with decorations and things, but
Oh, Martin, how lovely. No, it's fine. You go enjoy. I mean, you deserve a bit of happiness. It's been, what, 4 years since Belinda?
And I'm quite sure there's enough of us to hold the fort here, isn't there?
Yes, you go and have a lovely time with your new lady. They do say that Christmas is all about love after all, don't they?
thank you. I do feel bad about this, but
No, Martin. You go and have a wonderful time with your new girlfriend. Fabulous, the best time. Have yourself a merry little Christmas and all that. Really.
thank you.
So, I suppose that's it then. Any other business? No? Right then. Dash, emails to send, phone calls to make. It never stops.
Of anyone?
Better not. Things to do. Seeing you.
I'm supposed to close the mugs away, Duncan, and I'm off. Sorry.
Not for me, Duncan. I think it's an early night tonight.
I'll join you for a quick one. Kate?
No, you go ahead, love. I need my bed.
Okay, I won't be long.
It's a nice chap, your Simon.
Yes. Yes, he is, isn't he? Doesn't deserve me.
What makes you say that, my love?
It's because of me that we moved up here. Things weren't right. We thought that a new start might change things, but I don't know.
Was there someone else? No, you don't have to tell me.
It would have been easier if there had been. I just wasn't happy. We never had children. I had a miscarriage. Years ago now, but I suppose I never really got over it. Had to give up my job at the library, and there were times when I couldn't even bear to get out of bed.
Oh, lovely. Did you see the doctor?
Oh yes, I rattled from all the pills that I took. Simon tried to make things better, but it just seemed to make me worse. I didn't feel as if I deserved to be saved. It wasn't fair on him. He went through hell. Oh, look, sorry, I hardly know you.
Don't worry, I'm a good listener.
He doesn't deserve this. He's a good man. A fresh start. That's what he called it. As if moving to the other end of the country could solve everything. Oh, I know that he loves me, but that makes me feel even more of a bitch for shutting him out. I feel so alone.
It's early days yet, love. And you're really lucky to have such a lovely chap as Simon looking after you. And you're not the only one. I've been on antidepressants too. It was when Mum first went into before Mum went into the nursing home, I was trying to look after her and hold down a full-time job as well. And, well, sometimes something's got to give, and this time it was me. But I got help. I felt so guilty when she first went into the nursing home, but it was for the best. Really, it was.
I feel so guilty. Simon keeps trying to make things better and I just end up lashing out at him.
She's so lucky to have such a lovely husband to support her. Sometimes I feel like upping sticks and moving somewhere, a fresh start, a new me. But then I remember Mum, and even though she can't remember me, just pulls me back to reality. Work, care home, visit home, day after day.
She seems so capable. How is it that some people have awful things happen to them and they just end up getting stronger? I wish I had some of her grit. I fell apart and Simon just doesn't know how to pick up the pieces.
A fresh start, a new place, a new me. That'd do me.
I'd love to be like her. Strong, capable, independent.
Are you alright, love?
Oh, yes, sorry, you didn't come here to hear all my woes.
Don't you worry about me. I just go home to a big house that I rattle around in. It does me good to hear somebody else's woes instead of my own. Listen, why don't you come over for a coffee one day and we can have a proper chat? Friday?
Thanks, that'd be lovely.
Right. You know where I live, don't you? At 11ish.
Great, I'll see you then. I better get off home now. Bye, Paula.
Okay, thanks for everything.
See you Friday.
Bye, love. So, do you want to tell me what all that was about?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The way you reacted to Martin's news?
What are you on about, Di?
I'd heard a rumour about you and Martin. People do talk, you know.
Oh, well, you won't need me to tell you anything then, will you? The Morford gossip machine's been busy at work. Perhaps you can fill me in on the latest instalment.
That's not fair, love. This is me. I'm supposed to be your friend.
I know, I'm sorry. It's true. I didn't mean for it to happen. I'm not the sort of woman to go around having affairs, you know that. But Roger's just been so distant. That's been for years, really. I just felt unattractive, like an old frump. Like I didn't have anything to say, and even if I did, there was nobody who wants to listen. But Martin listened. He made me laugh. He fancied me. Maybe I was just flattered. Maybe I'm pathetic. I don't know, but for a while there, I was happy. Now I just feel like I've been a complete fool. I've thrown away my marriage. I mean, Roger doesn't know, but I know, and I can't go back.
Oh, Paula.
He didn't even tell me about it, you know. He just went from sending me silly text messages at all hours of the day to nothing. I just couldn't understand it. I thought I'd done something wrong. But then he said he needed time to think, and so when Duncan said tonight that Martin said he was in love, I thought that it... God, I was stupid!
Come on, love. Let's go out. What the hell do you want? Don't you think you've done enough damage?
It's all right, Di. So let's leave us for a bit.
Are you sure? Well, then I'll go. But if you do anything else to hurt her...
So, what exactly were you you going to tell me?
God, I'm sorry, Paula. It wasn't meant to happen like this.
How old is she again?
That's got nothing to do with it. I wasn't looking for anyone when I met Alice. We just fell in love. Is that so bad?
But I thought that we were...
There never was a we, Paula. It's a bit of fun, yes. You were there when I needed someone to want me. But it was never a relationship. We couldn't go out together. There was never a future to it.
That's because you never gave us a chance. I didn't even know why you stopped texting me. I sent you messages. You must have been laughing at me all the time you were swanning off to meet her.
Sorry, should have told you. But I wasn't laughing at you. I'm a coward, I suppose. I didn't want to hurt you.
Oh, and I suppose letting me find out in the middle of a committee meeting wasn't going to hurt me.
You're right, and I'm sorry. But let's face it, you were never going to leave Roger for me, now were you? And even if you had, it would have been wrong. I'm not the answer.
And what is?
I don't know, Paula. Sorry.
Oh, I've already screwed it all up now, haven't I? I know what you're thinking. Stupid, stupid woman. It's the age-old story. Silly middle-aged woman falls for a bloke who dumps her the minute someone else comes along. How could I have thought that... How could I have thought that we...
God. I knew it would be like this. Don't judge me. I know what you're thinking. Heartless bastard takes what he can and then moves on. It's not me. I did care for her. I do care for her. But I couldn't be the one responsible for breaking up her marriage. I couldn't be the fellow that her girls hate because I split up their parents. What kind of life would that be?
And now along comes the younger model. Well, of course he's going to prefer her to a useless old frump like me. How could I be so stupid? I really thought I meant something to him. My life with Roger. I was just become so unhappy. Being unhappy become my normal. What sort of life is that?
I wasn't even looking for Alice. But I knew that Paula wasn't the answer to the big hole in my life. I was gutted when Belinda left me. It hit me like a sledgehammer. I had no suspicions, no idea. Thought we were good. And then I came home from work night, and there she was, sat at the kitchen table, bags packed. She said he listened to her. She said he understood her. And my world fell apart. But now I feel as though I might just have a future. A real, warm, loving future. Is it so wrong of me to want that?
I actually thought that he was the answer. My loveless, desiccated marriage had all but sucked the life out of me. And then along came Martin. Warm and funny. He made me laugh. He listened to me. Made me feel like a woman. Desirable. He made me feel alive again. Was it so wrong of me to want that?
I didn't want to hurt you.
Go away, Martin.
I've but I miss you